bapak-bapak dan ibu-ibu selaku pembina guru mata pelajaran bahasa Inggris di tingkat SMA. Pada hari ini kita jadwalkan untuk dilakukan lomba, yang mana hari ini secara serempak kita rencanakan mulai dari tingkat sekolah dasar, SMP, SMA, dan SMK. Semua ini adalah terarah pada hari ulang tahun pendidikan nasional yang mana jatuh pada tanggal 2 Mei setiap tahun kita peringati. Serangkaian dengan itu maka dilakukan kegiatan-kegiatan sesuai dengan instruksi Presiden melalui Menteri Pendidikan bahwa dalam rangka memperingati Hari Pendidikan Nasional akan dilakukan kegiatan-kegiatan. Kegiatan-kegiatan itu adalah pertama, diarahkan pada penilaian atau lomba yang terkait dengan pendidikan karakter bangsa. Tim atau panitia sudah berlangsung kurang lebih 1 minggu sampai pada hari ini, melakukan penilaian-penilaian di setiap sekolah, mulai dari tingkat sekolah dasar, sekolah menengah, SMA dan SMK. Di situ ada 18 indikator penilaian, khususnya terkait pada penilaian atau perilaku yang disebut dengan karakter setiap anak atau setiap manusia yang ada di setiap unit kerja. Yang kedua adalah di tingkat sekolah dasar dilakukan lomba cipta baca puisi. Selama ini adalah lomba baca puisi, sekarang adalah mencipta, sesudah diciptakan baru dia baca. Jadi kita tingkatkan itu. Nuansanya adalah terarah pada pendidikan karakter. Yang berikut untuk SMP, dilakukan lomba pidato bahasa Inggris. Ya, pidato bahasa Inggris. Untuk SMA adalah debat bahasa Inggris. Untuk SMK adalah menampilkan teknologi tepat guna atau keunggulan-keunggulan dari SMK yang dimiliki, sehingga itu yang ditampilkan dan oleh tim atau panitia sudah masing-masing berada. Kesempatan hari ini ialah adik-adik yang hadir ini disebut adalah lomba. Kalau berbicara menyangkut masalah lomba berarti adalah adu prestasi. Prestasi yang kita tampilkan hari ini dan tim itu akan menilai sampai sejauh mana kita bisa memahami atau menguasai bahasa Inggris khususnya yang dipelajari di setiap jenjang pendidikan. Nah, bapak-bapak dan ibu-ibu yang saya, lomba ini benar-benar kita adu prestasi, bukan adu fisik. Di sini yang menjadi persaingan kita adalah prestasi, kemampuan. Karena itu kami sangat mengharapkan ya, mencoba mengimplementasikan salah satu indikator kinerja, bukan kinerja, indikator karakter adalah menyangkut masalah kebersamaan yang datang dari SMA Katolik, SMA 1, SMA 2, SMA 3 dan sekolah-sekolah lainnya. Itu adalah saudara-saudara kita. Itu adalah sahabat-sahabat kita. Kalau itu salah satu implementasi daripada pendidikan kepada kita, keluarga kita. Sekali lagi kembali ke sini adalah kehadiran hari ini adalah merupakan adu prestasi, bukan adu fisik. Sering juga ini menjadi titik permasalahan adalah salah sedikit saja kita lihat sudah dicoba dikembangkan itu hal-hal kecil, sudah masuk provokator. Provokator masuk seperti ini, yang tadinya sebenarnya kita yang harus dapat, tapi si anu itu sudah mulai ini bahasa provokator. Kami tidak mau mengerti bahasa seperti itu. Kalau ada keganjilan, karena saya yakin panitia yang ada ini, saya kira tidak sesempurna yang kita harapkan. Pasti ada kelemahan-kelemahan. Kalau ada kelemahan-kelemahan, mari kita duduk. Tadi kira-kira ada penilaian yang kita lakukan, menurut kami seperti ini. Apakah bisa menjadi perenungan kita bersama? Tapi jangan berteriak di simpang jalan. Itu namanya provokator. Tetapi kalau kita duduk bersama dengan panitia, kalau kita lihat ada kelemahan-kelemahan, dan saya yakin dan pasti bahwa ada kelemahan yang terjadi dalam pelaksanaan itu. Saya kira hal-hal seperti itu coba hindari, jauhkan semua itu. Kita bergandengan tangan di tanah Toraja ini, mari kita membangun Toraja ini dengan semangat kita bersama. Seperti tema pendidikan hari ini adalah membangun karakter bangsa. Kalau kita sudah membangun karakter bangsa, saudara-saudara, bagi adik-adik saya yang hadir dari beberapa SMA, kami harapkan ada hasil yang dicapai hari ini. Selamat berlomba hari ini. Harapan kami sebentar sesudah ini hasil kami sudah terima, kami akan sampaikan kepada Bapak Bupati tentang hasil yang kita capai dari semua kegiatan yang kita lakukan atau lombakan hari ini. Keterkaitan dengan itu, sudah ada surat keluar untuk pelaksanaan peringatan Hari Pendidikan Nasional tanggal 2 Mei di Ulu Salu atau di Kecamatan Salu Putih. Memang sesuai dengan petunjuk dari Departemen Kementerian Pendidikan Nasional, dari Kementerian Pendidikan Nasional, pelaksanaan upacara dilakukan di setiap jenjang, mulai di tingkat kabupaten, di tingkat pusat, provinsi dan kabupaten, sampai di tingkat kecamatan, bahkan sampai tingkat persekolahan. Dan karena itu tidak kami berpikir secara efektif bahwa yang tinggal di Bokakarandeng tidak akan mungkin hadir di Salu Putih, di Simbuang, tetapi yang dekat-dekat. Nah, kecamatan-kecamatan yang tidak ikut dalam kegiatan upacara di Ulu Salu diharapkan masing-masing melaksanakan di tingkat kecamatan, ada di tingkat unit kerja. Kecuali bagi adik-adik yang dapat prestasi hari ini, yang disebut juara 1, 2, dan 3 tergantung dari penilaian panitia, akan ikut dalam acara peringatan Hari Pendidikan Nasional di Ulu Salu nanti. Jadi akan hadir. Kami atau panitia sudah berpikir kami akan melakukan penilaian secara objektif kepada prestasi yang dicapai oleh anak-anak kita yang hadir dari beberapa sekolah pada hari ini. Demikian yang dapat saya sampaikan. Mudah-mudahan hari ini bisa kita memperoleh kekuatan dari Tuhan Yang Maha Kuasa. Selamat berlomba.
Yang saya hormati Bapak Kepala Dinas Kabupaten Tanah Toraja, Bapak-bapak, Ibu guru, para pembina, dalam hal ini Debat Bahasa Inggris, yang boleh saya katakan bahwa debat bahasa Inggris adalah tingkat kabupaten. Anak-anak sekalian yang saya cintai, salam dan salam sejahtera buat kita sekalian. Apa yang telah disampaikan oleh Bapak Kepala Dinas tadi, saya kira tidak terlalu tidak, dan ini semua sebenarnya saya mengharapkan semua SMA se-Kabupaten Tanah Toraja, baik negeri maupun swasta. Tetapi sampai pada saat ini, sesuai dengan informasi dari Ketua Panitia, bahwa yang sudah mendaftar sampai sekarang baru 7 sekolah, gitu Pak ya? Baru 7 Pak ya. Jadi mungkin juga karena kemarin saya sudah telepon langsung itu kelas sekolahnya, sebaiknya diikutkan anak-anak kita, karena ini sudah kesempatan. Dan mungkin masih ada di Jakarta, itu tugas itu yang saya kira ada. Ibu-ibu sekalian, ini debat bahasa Inggris ini memang perlu sekali. Apalagi sekarang ini daerah Tanah Toraja memang sudah lama dijuluki daerah pariwisata. Ini adalah aplikasi pariwisata. Nah, oleh karena itu, mari bapak-bapak dan ibu-ibu sekalian, bagaimana apa yang diharapkan oleh pemerintah bisa tercapai dengan baik untuk membuka kegiatan ini, karena ini adalah satu event yang memang kita tidak bidangkan itu. Sekali lagi kami sampaikan terima kasih banyak.
Siapa yang masuk afirmatif dan negatif, informasi untuk SMP, technical meetingnya dari belakang kita bikin circle. Yeah, I have to give a very good appreciation first to the both teams, because you have already done your best. But let me give some comments that what happened on the debate. It seems that there is no class debate. You know, class debate, I mean, the negative team should do good rebuttal. You should rebut the strong argument from your opponent. But it seems that it didn't happen. You debate by your own arguments. There is no class. Let me give you example. The affirmative team laid down the motion is the flag ceremony is not necessary. And the second speaker from affirmative team gave a good reason. Where the student doing or having flag ceremony, sometimes they just talking, playing toys, and etc. But the negative team couldn't rebut the strong argument from the positive team. You know, you talk by your own argument. You talk about politics education and so on. And you didn't give any strong argument to rebut the affirmative team. And next, relating to the method. Some of you do not realize your own job. Especially, you know, the first speaker from the affirmative team, you should lay down the foundation of the speech. And then you make statement, argument, and you have to go make link back to your own statement. There is no link back for all speakers. And then I go to the negative team. You know, the second and the third speaker has very good manner. But again, remember, the third speaker, you may not bring new argument. You just stronger the first and the second argument. The third speaker may not bring new argument, new idea. You may add some evidences or examples, but not new arguments. And remember, for the reply speaker, there is no rebuttal anymore. You just overview what happened in the debate. You have to overview the affirmative argument, the negative argument, and then you have to say which one is the strongest argument. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We are coming to announce the winner of the first round is the affirmative team and the margin is 2. Okay, the margin is 2. The best speaker. Okay, and the best speaker is the third speaker of negative data. Yes.
Pak Masen.
Thank you very much. Take a rest while they are having kids sleeping. We have
dear educators, good morning ladies and gentlemen, and all the audience. Now we would like to invite two teams from SMA Negeri 1B and SMA Catholic C. The representatives of SMA Negeri 1B as affirmative team are Regina Nopsa Limran. Please stand up. Asriani Intan, the second speaker. Stand up. Olga Piana Saputra as the third speaker. And the reply speaker will be delivered by Asriani Intan. And the representatives from the school of SMA Catholic C are Monica Jennifer as fourth speaker, Satria Pratama Putra as the second speaker, Ivandi Lololani as the third speaker, and the reply speaker will be delivered by Satria Pratama Putra. And the chosen motion for this debate is: we believe that students shouldn't wear school uniform. I repeat, we believe that I have to invite the four speakers of the positive team to deliver her.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for the good opportunity for our team as the positive team. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Regina as the first speakers will be deliver our argument from the economic side, and my second speaker from the education side, and my third speaker will be summarize our argument for this motion today. First of all, I want to say about from our nation. From our motion today, we can get one keyword, that is uniform school. First of all, I want to tell you about what is the definition from the uniform school. The uniform school is, uniform school. The uniform school uniform is one of the programs from the government for every school in Indonesia to obligate for students to wear a same dress. Well, we do believe that we assume some of the students and the society believe that the uniform are not very important to students for get study in school, and the school uniform is not unnecessary, and the limit from the motion today is from the senior high school. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we know, the student must wear a school uniform, but let us think again that the student doesn't have to wear uniform. The first reason why we said that, because the school uniform is expensive factor. Why we say that when the student can wear civilian clothes to school, their parents can decide where to shop for them, and have opinion of buying them from a discount store or during the sales season. With the uniform, the expensive increase. Each child needs to have a few sets of uniforms, and the number of goes up if the student has different kinds of uniforms for different activities like class or sport, which the student is bound to outgrow in a matter of months. This means the parents will have to buy the child another complete set of uniforms and also other clothes that the child can wear after school and on the weekend. What I mean is, my argument is, this is a very bad situation that the students must have a uniform for school. Well, let us think about it. The students, as we know, the students have to study, and doesn't mean anything that the uniform can blocking the right to study. This the same make the parent loss. And the second is from equality factor. The most commonly cited argument from uniform is that the removes all restriction of students' economic status and class. Now, this may be true in school that make uniforms compulsory and privilege instruction that attained by students belong to the higher socio-economic group. Enforcing a uniform rules for a sense of quality is irrelevant in this case. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let us think again. This is a serious condition. Every student have a right and obligation to continue their school, but must stop because they doesn't have a uniform to wear to go to school. What about the students' condition? The students will be see their parents go to school, and what the students do to spend their time if the students cannot go to school. They must help their parents in home, and also this condition can make the students feel inferior or feel sadly because they cannot continue their school. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
25 seconds. Now, I would like to call the four speakers of the negative team to deliver her speech.
Well, good morning all. Thank you for the opportunity to our team as the negative team to deliver our arguments. First, in our opinion, uniform is a clothes for an organization that will reduce the social imbalance between each student. So I perfectly disagree with their opinions. Because, as we know, in every school, almost school around the world, there are so many students with a different socio-economic backgrounds. So I perfectly disagree. Now, I will talk about the deals between discipline and uniform, and the second speaker will talk about with uniform, each students are the same. And the third speaker will talk about uniform as a self-identity for the students. I believe that the world is slowly but surely moving towards being more democratic and tolerant. This is changing the daily behavior of people all around the world. One specific change seen today is rebellion against discipline. A uniform is today seen as an act of forced discipline and also of being one with a group. The uniform, in fact, is known to be the epitome of submission, obedience, and system, and of course, education. Though the uniform is the visualization of discipline, even discipline is not wrong till a certain age. Therefore, children should be kept under discipline, and therefore in a uniform till they become mayors, and that is when they can make their own decisions. That's all I think.
It's 1 second. Now I would like to call the second speaker of affirmative team to deliver her arguments.
Okay, thanks for the chance given to me. Our motion today is about we believe students shouldn't wear school uniform. First, I'm going to read what's the negative team said. The negative team say that uniform we use to avoid the social imbalance and discipline. But let's see, there's a lot of again engines that there are students that use uniform. School uniform that avoid the social imbalance in the school. But what's the realize? We use uniform, we still join with rich family. School uniform just a symbol or identity that you are a student. But what about we use uniform but we still make cliques or engines can fighting? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I as a second speaker will be to reveal our team argument. Well, the main thing we go to the school is study, not wear uniform. We go to school to develop our knowledge to be a better. It's more than better if you have a good intellectual skill more than wearing a nice school uniform, isn't it? Let's see what's the fact in the Papua. The students do not wear uniform to school, but you can see in the televisions one of the students from Papua winning the PC competition. Do the school uniform have impact to our intelligence? Of course not. Okay, I think that we must do like in progress country, like in America, like in British, like in Australia, that we can wear t-shirt to go to school with the polite t-shirt. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much.
And 2 minutes 26 seconds. Now I would like to invite the second speaker of the negative team to deliver his arguments.
I will repeat the argument from the affirmative team. There are 3 abilities that we have to study in the school. The first is IQ, the intelligence question, spiritual questions, and the third is emotional questions. In the emotional questions, there is uniform. So in this emotional question, uniform is the function of uniform is social imbalance between each student. So in our opinion, the uniform also maintains oneness and equality amongst the school children. There are times when students from very socio-economic background study at the same school. It is at such time that the common of identities this uniform give come in handy. Having a uniform stops gangs members from displaying their colors and care. The schools also believe it. Help stop violence and help instill a sense of pride in the students. Wearing uniform It shows the uniqueness of its school and makes students look neat. Furthermore, parents of students who wear uniform may be proud when other people see their children wearing the uniform of a famous school. Thank you.
The second negative speakers has spent 1 minute 42 seconds. Now I would like to invite the third speakers of affirmative.
Okay, good morning everybody, and thanks for the chance. Our motion today is about, we believe that students shouldn't wear school uniform. First, I want to rebut the negative team argument. Well, the first speaker from the negative team said that school uniform can make students disciplined, but what kind of discipline is? Are they can fight this discipline? And what about the school in America who do not wear the school uniform? Are they naughty? Of course, we do not say like that. And the second speaker from the negative team said that in the school there are so many background of students, and it means maybe the students from the poor family or the rich family, and it means not all of students can afford to buy school uniform. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as the third speaker, I'm going to summarize our team argument. Well, we do believe that students shouldn't wear school uniform to go to school. As my first speaker said that not all of people who afford to buy the school uniform. If the school uniform should be, what about the students who do not afford to buy it? It means they can't study. But what about the human rights say that everybody have the same right to get study? Do the school uniform is the real problem to get education? Of course no, ladies and gentlemen. It's really a bad situation. You know, most of Indonesians still live in poor lives. Just food for they eat, they can't. And what about buy school uniform? Of course, they can't too. And as my second speaker said that the main thing we go to school is to study, not to wear school uniform. It's more than better if we have the good intellectual skills while we do not wear the school uniform, isn't it? Or in our life, we always heard about the school uniform makes the social imbalance. But what about if we wear a school uniform, but in the school we still choose our friend to be our friend? We think it's the real social imbalance than the school uniform. Or we know that everybody says that school uniform is the identity of the student. But what's the fact? The student who wears school uniform still do engage fight gang. But what's the purpose to wearing school uniform? Is the purpose? Of course no, ladies and gentlemen. So we do believe that the school uniform we do believe that students shouldn't wear the school uniform to go to school. Because there are so many reasons that support that. Because the school uniform haven't any effect to our discipline or the imbalance social. So what the solution is? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we can wear the polite t-shirt to go to school, like in America, or in British, or in Australia. Why we don't change our school rules to wear the polite t-shirt to go to school, not to just wear the school uniform? So again and again, we do believe that students shouldn't wear school uniform to go to school. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
4 minutes 14 seconds. Now I would like to call the third speaker of the negative team to deliver his argument.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity for me to explain what our argument. But before it, I want to repeat the argument from the third speaker of affirmative team. Like you said, I think uniform is safe not only alone, but ensure that every child leaving home is properly attired in his or school uniform for safety and progress. Let me ask for something. Who will the parents choose? Money to pay the uniform or safety their children? It's not about the money. It's all about the life. You know it? But just take from the other side. Like my friend said, the second speaker, that the school uniforms show the uniqueness of each school and make them look neat. So I think uniform is our self-identity. We are students. We need this because we're not a beggar or just an ordinary kids. You know it? So we are students. Okay? The uniform is not only a product, it's the identity of the child till a certain time. For example, how many cases have we heard when a lost child was recognized not by their baby blue eyes or brunette bangs that decide, but by their belted uniform? So I need to make all of us the students sure that we are students and we need this. Because this is our self-identity.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have heard the substantive speakings from 6 speakers, but from the negative and affirmative team, 5 speakers of negative team to deliver his speech. Reply speaker from the negative team. Please.
Okay, I want to, because by uniform, no more social economic imbalance at school. We are all the same. Uniform is also an identity for students. In addition, uniform bring all different race, colors, and religion together. Thank you.
31 seconds. Now, I would like to call the reply speakers of affirmative team to deliver her speech. Please.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What's going our debate today? I'm as a reply speaker from positive team. Will present our reply. First, uniform is useless because can lose people because uniform is hard from the poor student. School uniform is expensive. The parents difficult afford it because not just uniform, but there are a lot of something that necessary in the school, like school fee, books, etc. What I said before, that we go to school to study, not to wear school uniform, because it's just a symbol or identity or accessories. Well, we do believe that not all the people will afford to buy the school uniform. To the school uniform is the or we know that everybody said that school uniform changed the student behavior, but what's the fact? The students usually make exchange game fighting. So that's we must make change our rules to
2 minutes, 2 seconds. I think, ladies and gentlemen, please give big applause to the both teams.
note from the first adjudicator and the note from the second adjudicator. And the note from the third adjudicator is that the first, especially from the manner and method, the first speaker of negative team has done it well, especially the manner and the method. But unfortunately, it was not followed by the second and the third speaker to make it stronger. To say that identity, what is the identity? It is either vague or it is unclear. And the negative team, the positive team, manner is good, and they have made their argument stronger and stronger. We came to the conclusion is that the winner is the affirmative team. And the best speaker is from the first speaker of negative team.
Teams. They are from the first team from SMA Kristen in the affirmative team, and SMA Negeri 3B as negative team. Okay, let me introduce the representatives of both teams. Okay, positive team from SMA Kristen. The first speaker will be Ian Emmanuel. The second, bertukar ya. Positive team SMA Kristen atau SMA 3? SMA Kristen, okay. Kristiani. Second speaker will be Oktadiana Pakiding. And the third speaker will be Esri Cecilia. And reply speaker will be Honest. And the next team, the opposite, from SMA 3B, first speaker will be Ian Emmanuel. Second speaker Ricky Dianto. The third speaker Robi Pandit. And the reply speaker will be Ricky Dianto. The motions now is female students are better than male. Once again, female students are better than male. Dua mechanics. Okay, I think I do not need to read the regulation, the rules, and we will start this debate directly. Well, I would like to invite the first speaker from the affirmative team, please.
Okay. Good day all. How are you? Okay. We believe you're all fine too. I mean, honest. Time I heard the statement, I'm so very happy. Why? Of course. However, our as women group, we must support in our group. Okay. The first, I will be tell about definition about we believe that female students are better than male. My friends Oktadiana will be tell about education, and my friends Esni will be tell about deposit in the school. Next. highlight once more again, I say thank you very much on the time give for me and my friends to reading about our job. But before that, I will know if our not all people are being perfect. So we are sorry in advance. Why not? We can see now very many of the female can become in the place. So it can to become about example. And if equivalent are female students and male, very many of the arguments to say our example, in the flag ceremony, sometimes only female are be doing in the flag ceremony. So, be very happy if we say the female students are better than male. That's all. Thank you very much.
Okay, first speaker from affirmative. 1 minute, 49 seconds. 1 minute and 49 seconds. Now we call first speaker from the negative team.
Good morning, adjudicator, the speaker of the house, and the audience. Thank you for the time you are given to us to deliver our speech. Well, the first speaker said that in the flag ceremony, female that more than concentration from male. But in my opinion, for the declaration of the speaker, why I saying that because we decide on the data that I can of the internet, it's internet saying that 80% female more than concentration from male. Me as the first opposite will explain from the character factor. The second opposite will explain from the education. The third opposite will explain from the power factor. Now I will give my opinion. In the sector, the female would like to gossip, and in my mind, gossip is the best of character. That's all, and thank you.
And first speaker from the negative team spent 1 minute 29 seconds. 1 minute 29 seconds. Well, now welcome the second speaker from the affirmative team.
Good day, everybody. First of all, I would like to convey that thanks a lot to the jury and audience who has given a good opportunity to my opinion. Thanks for time give me. I am second speaker, and there is a affirmative team. Well, I am the education say. Yes, I agree that female students are better than male. True, very much female students which follow the English known in male. Also, very much female students that get scholarship in prominent schools, and very much female students that enter in prominent school. For example, in school as my very much female students that get scholarship because they are smart, clever. Besides that, female students are better than male because female students must discipline than male. True, very much male students that go on moment instructor in study. What happened? Because male students not disciplined. Very much male students that to get a unemployment than female students. So, female students that must serve in prominent school like us, Universitas Hasanuddin in Makassar, in Toraja like us, UKI Toraja. Besides,
believe that female students very much successful than male. Prove very much female students that in employment. Why you say that female student and that male? Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. Okay. Good day everybody. Thanks a lot.